こんにちは皆さん、お元気ですか? Hello, how are you? Today we're going to learn expression, 表現. This is expression number 17 of expression video. And the expression is ごちそうさま. But not only ごちそうさま, but also we're going to see the differences among ごちそうさま, ごちそうさまです, ごちそうさまでした. Even if this is an expression video, but please stay till the end, because in the end there will be the small quiz and to see which one we are going to use better. All of these three expressions show kansha. This means the gratitude. When we say kansha, this is the noun, so the gratitude. And the verb, kansha suru or kansha shimasu, it means to show the gratitude. For example, I'm thankful to my teacher. 先生に感謝します. So when Japanese people say ごちそうさま, it means we are showing our gratitude to the food. There's other expression in Japanese, いただきます. This is also to thank to the food. Then what's the difference between いただきます and ごちそうさま? In my expression video number 13, I explained very in detail all about いただきます. So please watch it. We say いただきます before eating and ごちそうさま after eating. But this is only the base because there are other meaning of this ごちそうさま too. We usually write ごちそうさま in all in hiragana. But there's also kanji. And seeing these kanjis, we can know what is the origin of the word. The verb 走ります to run, to run. 走ります This is group 1. So 走る走らない走って走った to run. And in ごちそうさま we use the same kanji 走ります to run here. So to run. Now this kanji ち and the left part, this is 馬 馬 is horse. And this kanji altogether, it means to run with a horse. Long ago, the life was not so easy as today, right? For example, there weren't any trucks to bring some food to the supermarket, right? And also we didn't have any fridges, so we couldn't keep food for a long time. So in the old days, if I wanted to invite someone to eat at home, then at first I must obtain the food. So I had to go somewhere with a horse to buy or to obtain, to get some food at first. Then I bring home this food, then I prepare. So it was so busy and difficult. So ちそう this ちそう means this the state of busyness. So going around and I go running or I go running with a horse to get some food. This kind of things, the meaning is ちそう. It is also said that this word ちそう, the second and third kanji, ちそう, this comes from the Buddhism, 仏教. In Buddhism, ちそう was the person who ran to get some food and prepare for his great master. From that, in Buddhism, this ちそう was also the persons who worked very hard to help somebody else, or the persons who help the others. And we add this word go, and this go is bikago. It means to make beautiful, more beautiful this word, or make it more polite or respectful way. This is with go. And this is the kanji of go. But anyway, we usually write with hiragana. ごちそう. And we add sama. Sama is like son. For example, Takahashi-san, Mrs. Takahashi, Takahashi-san. But Takahashi-sama, this is with more politeness, very respectful way. Nowadays, ごちそう without sama, ごちそう it means luxurious food, delicious food, so gorgeous food. ごちそう. So when we Japanese people say ごちそうさま after eating, then it means thank you for this delicious food. Oh, it was so good. This shows the gratitude to the persons who prepared this delicious food. There's a word in Japanese, おもてなし. おもてなし. This means Japanese style hospitality. When we say ごちそうさま, we are so thankful to this おもてなし, this hospitality. And this hospitality is for this person who prepared this meal. This word ごちそうさま was used in the second part of Edo 時代, the Edo period. Edo period was the Tokugawa shogun era, and it was from 1603 to 1868. Before this period, Japanese people couldn't eat so much, but from the last second part of this Edo 時代, people began to eat 3 times a day, just as the modern life in Japan now. Also, in this Edo period, the gourmet cuisine such as sushi, tempura, soba, these kind of things were born in this period, Edo 時代. A new culture was born in this period, and this is to eat out, to not eat at home, but eat outside. For example, in izakaya or in ryotei. For all of these circumstances, from the second part of Edo 時代, people began to say ごちそうさま just after eating. One curiosity, I told you that ごちそうさま comes from the Buddhism word 仏教. On the other hand, the other expression いただきます is also to show the gratitude, but before eating. Do you remember? But this word いただきます comes from Shintoism, because Shintoism is the spirit of animism. Anyway, if you want to know more about Shintoism or Buddhism or the differences, I made several videos about these topics. Maybe you can go to my playlist and watch the culture video, okay? Now let's see the differences between ごちそうさまです and ごちそうさまでした. Only the difference is the last part. です the present tense, でした past tense. Usually ごちそうさまです it is before eating, and ごちそうさまでした after eating. It means after eating you can say ごちそうさま or ごちそうさまでした. And both means thank you for the meal that was delicious. So these two are the synonym, meaning the same. But if I have to say some differences, well, ごちそうさまでした is longer, right? でした is longer. So it sounds a little bit more polite, ごちそうさまでした than ごちそうさま. But anyway, almost the same. I guess now you are thinking, oh, I don't understand, because Lily told me ごちそうさまです this is before eating, but ごちそうさま it means after eating, right? So it's so strange, right? Imagine this situation. Your friend gives you something to eat, for example, a box of chocolate. Then you say, oh, thank you, right? But in this case we can say どうもありがとう。ごちそうさまです。Why? Because thank you, ありがとう, right? But ごちそうさまです because this is a food. Chocolate, it's something to eat. But I still didn't eat. I'm receiving. Oh, thank you. ごちそうさまです because I know this is the food and I'm thank you for this food. ごちそうさまです because this is the food.Right? So when I receive something to eat, this is the food, then I can say ごちそうさまです because I still didn't eat it. So ごちそうさまです. Imagine this situation. your friend went to Hawaii and he brought you some souvenir. お土産 souvenir. お土産. And this was the macadamia nuts. Oh, so delicious. Oh, my favorite. In this case, お土産 souvenir is the food. Macadamia nuts. So if I wanna thank for this, I can say ごちそうさまです. Only the translation is quite difficult to say because both are thank you. For example, I can say ありがとうございます. Thank you. And also ごちそうさまです because this is the food. So I thank you for this food. So in English, thank you very much. Thank you for this macadamia nuts. I'm gonna eat them with my family tomorrow. ありがとうございます。ごちそうさまです。明日、家族と一緒に食べます。Anyway, we can use this ごちそうさまです only when you haven't eaten it yet. So this is the explanation when we say ごちそうさまです is to thank for the food just before eating. We haven't eaten it yet. Now, ごちそうさまでした we can say thank you for the food, but not just now, but maybe the other day too. Now imagine this situation. Someone invited you to eat maybe a week ago. But now, just you've met this person now, and you wanted to say, oh, thank you for the meal the other day. 先日はごちそうさまでした. This word 先日 is quite useful to remember because you don't have to say yesterday or the day before yesterday, 3 days ago, or maybe 1 week ago. No, only the other day. So the other day in the past. 先日. So this is the difference between ごちそうさま. We say ごちそうさま just after eating. Just right now I've finished eating. I'm done. This is ごちそうさま. ごちそうさまでした we can also use in that way too. But the new one that we don't use in ごちそうさまでした is for the past. Not just right now. We can also use ごちそうさまでした. So this is the difference between ごちそうさま and ごちそうさまでした. If you don't know which one to use ごちそうさまです or ごちそうさまでした, you just think if you haven't eaten it yet or you already ate it. Then if you didn't eat it yet, then ごちそうさまです。ごちそうさまです because you didn't eat it. And ごちそうさまでした if you have already eaten it. You can use ごちそうさまでした in the past tense. For example, in 居酒屋 when you pay money and you are going out. Then in this time, you can say to the person who are working in this restaurant, ごちそうさまでした。また来ます。It means thank you for the meal. I'll come back again. And if someone invited you to eat in izakaya, for example, and your friend is paying money, and after now you are going out of this restaurant or izakaya, and you can say to your friend, あ、ごちそうさまでした。Thank you for the meal. And the other meaning, ごちそうさま and ごちそうさまでした, it means I'm done. I'm not gonna eat more. I'm finished. ごちそうさま. There's one other meaning. We can use ごちそうさまです。ごちそうさまでした。ごちそうさま. Any of these three we can use in one certain circumstance. This is when we hear someone talking about のろけ話. のろけ話 is the boastful talk about someone's love affair or about one's love life. So, I'm so happy with my husband. I'm like this. So boastful talk. So it sounds really vanity. So when you hear someone saying のろけ話, then you can say, ごちそうさま。ごちそうさまです。ごちそうさまでした。Well, it means, oh, thank you for sharing your happiness with me, your happy life, your happy love life. Oh, it's very good. So thank you. But yeah, but I heard enough. I'm so full of this. So yeah, okay. I'm done. It's okay. Yeah, finished. But be careful because it sounds quite ironic or sarcastic. This is word 皮肉 sarcastic 皮肉 this is not adjective 皮肉な something or 皮肉な人 the sarcastic person or ironic person like this because if you say ごちそうさま in this case thank you but well it's okay like it sounds really a little bit sarcastic so I think it's better not to say it. And also, if I say ごちそうさま in this circumstance, I'm showing my 妬み. Well, 妬み, it means jealousy or envy, right? Because maybe, my love life is not good at all. But maybe he's saying, oh, my life is so wonderful. Everything goes so well. And I think, well, thank you for sharing your feelings. Thank you for your happiness. Thank you for telling me about your happy life. But it's enough. It's enough because I'm jealous. Like this, right? So I think it's better not to use ごちそうさま in this circumstance. But anyway, it's good to know that it exists, right? Now a quiz time with 4 translations into Japanese. So I want you to use or ごちそうさまです、ごちそうさまでした、ごちそうさま. So any of these 3 and which one is more suitable. In this quiz, the grammar that you must use is quite easy. But now I want you to use quotation mark when we say ごちそうさま、ごちそうさまです、ごちそうさまでした. Okay? Quotation mark, we say 鍵括弧、鍵括弧. You use like this quotation mark like this. Or it depends on the country, maybe you use like this. But in Japanese, this is the first one and the last one is like this. This is 鍵括弧、quotation mark. 1番目 Japanese people say thank you for the meal. And here I want you to put in the 鍵括弧, okay? Thank you for the meal. After eating. Japanese people say thank you for the meal after eating. 2番目 Miss Kimura told me thank you for the meal today before getting out of a car. 3番目 I gave Mr. Yamanaka a Spanish wine. Period. You finished here. And the next sentence, Mr. Yamanaka said, thank you very much for delicious wine. If you can, please use kanji for the names. For example, here, Yamanaka, it means Yama, the mountain. Quite easy. Naka, Naka is inside. Yamanaka. And also the before I told Kimura. This is also the name. Ki, tree, mura, village. 4番目、最後です。Now the name is Morita. Morita-san. Mrs. Morita. Morita-san. Mori. This is 3 kanjis together with ki. Tree, tree, tree. This is mori. The woods or the forest. Ta. It is the ta from the rice field. Do you know the kanjis? Morita. Morita-san. Well, anyway. Mrs. Morita told Maria, why don't you come to my house to eat lunch tomorrow? And period, and the next sentence, Maria said, thank you very much, or thank you very much for inviting me, or thank you very much for the food. But be careful, this is, she didn't eat it yet, okay? Thank you very much for the food that I will eat, but not yet. I hope you could understand more or less about ごちそうさま、ごちそうさまです、ごちそうさまでした。Or at least I want you to know just after eating, we say ごちそうさま or ごちそうさまでした。On Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, New Year's Eve or New Year's, we eat quite a lot and so delicious food, right? So we can say ごちそうさま or ごちそうさまでした just after eating to show our respect and to show our gratitude to the persons who prepare these special, so wonderful dishes. I hope you liked this video. If so, please don't forget to give me like and also your subscription, please. If you can share my videos with your friends, that can help me a lot. Please do it. And I really wish you Merry Christmas. いかがでしたか？今日はごちそうさまという表現を勉強しました。とても綺麗な言葉ですよね。私たちのために美味しい料理を作ってくださった方々にごちそうさま、ごちそうさまでしたといつも感謝の心を込めて言うといいですよね。この季節はクリスマス、お正月と楽しいことが次々にやってきて、もう本当に美味しいものをたくさん食べる時期ですよね。ぜひこのごちそうさまを忘れないで言いましょうね。楽しいクリスマスやお正月をお迎えください。でもこのお休みの間も私はビデオを出しますから、どうぞまた見に来てください。ではまたお会いできるのを楽しみにしています。じゃあね、バイバイ。